Hello everyone, here's our CSCI 340 database, and for today's lab we will mainly focus on about the subqueries and nested lab. Okay, so maybe we'll standardize single rows, multi rows, or like correlated subqueries. Okay, and also we will introduce more keywords including in, exist, any, or all. Okay, those keywords actually maybe when you look at it, pretty simple. Okay, you know how to use it. Okay, but when you really look at the question, then you will confused. Like when should you use it? How can you use it? Okay, what is your expected result? Okay, learning is pretty easy. Like you can see the pretty short slides. Okay, but when you need to use them, then it's kind of challenging. When we talk about subqueries, because we need to get certain content or like doing comparison based on others query result. So a query inside another query. So we're using the select from or using the where condition. Okay. So basically we're selecting, let's say we're selecting from products and then we need to set the product name and price. But the tricky part here, I say, okay, I'm looking for those products. Okay. If my question is like, okay, I want to know what are those products is like the price is higher than average. Then of course, you need to ask a question, how can I get average price? Okay, that means, okay, maybe I need to have a SQL, the query to selecting the average. Because right here, the math or somehow we cannot selecting those average price. Okay, so first we need to using a SQL to get the average of price. Then we can execute another query. So this one is the subquery, and then the I want to query is that I want to check the price is greater than the average price. So here's the question. So if I give you a question and say, okay, I want to show or list all the products, their price is higher than their average, then you need to know I need to using subquery and then select the average price. Okay, and then if let's say sometimes I say I want to know what's the exactly what's the the most expensive product, then you also need to using max, or sometimes if you I want to like cheapest one than the mean. Okay, so that's why you need to able to uh, combine and use all these like keywords you learn before. Okay, put them together. Okay, I say you may have more than one method, one way to select the result. Like you can output the result in same way, because if you're able to show me like which product and what's the price, is they higher than average, it's okay, acceptable. Okay, just reminding you doing this way. If we need to compare, let's say we have multiple row like securities, then we can use an in. Okay, what's the meaning of in or multiple row? If we going to select the customer ID from order, okay, right here I want to say, okay, I want to list all the customer name from the orders. Okay, okay, so because we know um when we try to selecting, we know, okay, order we cannot get any customer name. We need to get from the customer tables. Of course, we can use the join tables, right? If you remember, we try to join table, but you realize that we maybe have some other columns or attributes. Okay, we're going to show. But right here, if we're using the row, that means when we're selecting the customer ID from orders, we have multiple rows, right? Multiple records. Okay, so in a relation, we have multiple records, and how can we compare? Because we cannot using the greater than equals to, right? Because we have multiple return the result, then we can use it in. So if you remember in, so like if we compare like if we say the country, okay, in, then we can put like Germany, France, US, wherever, okay, UK. So in them, like, either one match is okay. Okay, so that means like if we have a customer ID in the selected result, then we can still match. And when it's in this result, then we can show the customer name. So it's pretty straightforward. Okay. And how about exits? So right here you see we are trying to like joining tables and the exits. pretty short right here. So we have the customer number, customer names, okay, and then we giving, because you will see we have the customer C, okay, and also we giving the order. So right here the name is the aliens right here, and then we have the which is that like one is always true, okay, exists, and then from the order, okay, we have the order. So alias is the name replaced by O. So where the orders customer ID, okay, equals to the customer ID. So this like if you or I believe all of you already learned the primary key, right? Primary key and foreign key. So that's why they can be matched. Okay, so just one more time reminding you, be careful, try not to match with like unrelated columns, or sometimes we say that attributes, okay. So they should be the primary key, foreign key, and then that's how we can match them. And right here we try to select, okay, those orders, they have a match like of with this. Maybe you're curious, can we execute subqueries and then matching these two column? Actually, it's another way. Actually, it's another way showing the joining tables. And just as saying, okay, it's just showing, okay, can we select something? If it exists, then we can show. So that's why how can we matching is that, okay, we getting the customer C's custom ID and then orders ID. Okay, can we match it? Yes. Okay, can we match it? Yes, exists. It does exist over there. Then in customer C, then we can put in this custom name. So you see, looks complicated. Maybe you need some time to digest it. And that's why it's we just selecting one instead of like choosing anything. So we just one is like cover like true false. Yes, we do have a record. So that's why the starting result just one. So we are not comparing like using in with ID or like stating the average price. We just like stating the just a constant value. Okay, just a number one. Okay, because we just want to make sure. Okay, we want to check. Okay, it exists in there. Okay, and also we have some like correlated subqueries. So if we have the inner query reference the outer query column, what here is the extended layer of axis why you see like C, okay, and O orders O and customer C, right? So right here, we are using this the same setting, the customer name from the customer C. Okay, where? Okay, we want to check, okay, if the count number, okay, how many orders of those customers like more than two, because this one will be, I say, greater than or equals to, that means we want to check those like orders like more than two. So we try to select those orders, but they need to like match, right? So the O is the order customer ID, C is a customer ID. Okay, once they match, then we can join tables and then we try to count. After we count, and then based on the number, count number, so it should be more than or good or they greater than or equals to two, at least two, then we will show the customer name. So you see, it's like kind of the inner query can reference the outer query column. So it's okay. So you need to be careful of these two parts, exist, doing, and also the correlated. It is one just showing exist, but the in behind the structure of this like subquery actually showing is the correlated subquery. Okay, be aware of it. So we do have a keyword. Okay, exist. That means that okay, do we have a record exist? But for this one, it's telling you the inner query reference to the outer query column is possible. We can do in this one. They are correlated. And if you want to match it with something more, right? So any or, okay. So for the or, so if we need to select, like let's say the product name from the products, so we give a condition price, right? We have the subquery select price from the products where the supplier ID equals to 1. So this one, like we're checking supplier IDs. Okay, do we get a price? Do we have any price is greater than, okay, any of these result? Okay, so it may be contains some values, at least one, then we say yes, okay, okay. But if we're using all, then I think you'll get it. So we need to greater the all of them. So depends on the question. Sometimes I ask like, they say, okay, I want to select those suppliers products price, and then I want to know all the products they are greater than the suppliers IDs products. Okay, like this. Okay, just greater than any of them, or I need to be greater than all of the products price of the supplier ID one. like it. So it depends on the question, so be careful. And we can use the keyword any or. Okay, so we have two keywords to compare. You may asking like what condition or somehow it really depends on the question I gave you. Something I gave you can do it like in any or all, then you need to use it. And so far, quickly, if you see the question like this, or then you would know, okay, which keywords you need to use. Like when I say, okay, all products, then you are not going to use any. Okay, and same as previous, you can, I give you 5 questions and you can try to, based on what we cover today, like subqueries, like axis, in, okay, any, or then to try to retrieve all this data. Okay, I hope you can do that, and pretty short lab. And if you have any question of the compete, or like if you have some difficulties, okay, then let me know. Okay, so when we meet next time. Thank you.